Hey guys, it's JC's Reborn Journey here, and I'm here really quickly just to give you a quick video. I'm sorry, I was just checking out my hair. I want to let you know how everything's going. I know I really want to try and do videos all the time. So let me explain what's been going on, and what's happened, and what's happened since I've talked to you and stuff like that. But the first thing I want to talk to you really quickly about is how hard I am working to do self-care. So what that means is, like, for example, one thing that I need to work on is making sure I eat. So like today, went out and didn't eat. I was starving to the point where I was sick. And then so that's one thing I need to work on. So it's really important for you to have knowledge or be aware of certain things. So I'm aware of that. So I really like to try and make sure either I bring something with me, and you don't want to like go to the fast food restaurants. So like I noticed this week, I've been kind of, I've been eating out more. I mean, I never eat out, so I've been eating out a little bit this week, maybe in the last week and a half, something like that. So, of course, it's easy, but it's really not good for you. But at the same token, I like to try and treat myself too. So it's important to pick and choose. So here's another thing that I want to talk to you really quick about. I hold on 1 second, because Jaden just likes to like go in every which direction. So let's try and stay on one topic at a time. So self-care. I've started cooking for myself, which is great. I have people to cook for, which is motivates you more to cook. So that's enjoy. I mean, I'm learning how to enjoy doing that. So one thing I like to do is one, I like to cook fast meals, but I like to cook good meals, things that aren't going to be like too bad for you. But at the same token, I like to make it enjoyable. So one thing I like to do is put music on. Even if my friends are here, I like to put music on. So it's an upbeat kind of thing. It gets you motivated to do it. It kind of helps focus you, so you have something to listen to and be able to enjoy it. It's kind of like watching TV and cooking at the same time, something on the lines of that. But you can't pay attention to what you're watching. So listening to music is a really good thing for me to do. If it's able to figure that out in the last 8 months, to figure out what works best for me. One thing that works really good for me is not having to cook for yourself. So being able to cook for other people makes it easier for me to want to cook. So I'm learning how to enjoy cooking. I'm still a very picky eater, so it's very hard to pick and choose like what, I've noticed a lot of things, like we're eating the same things over and over again. But it is what it is right now. And then the other thing I do for self-care, so I brought my friends back to the bus to get home, and I went, like tonight, I went shopping. I'm giving all my family photos, like on a SD card, or like transferring it a file. So I've been making the file for them, so now I have to go through all the pictures again after downloading them onto my computer, and I have to go through them all and pick and choose who gets what photos and da-da-da-da, and then that way I have a folder, and it will have each person's name on it, and then that's what everybody's getting. But my brother's girlfriend, I don't have anything for her. So I went over to the dollar store and got some really cool like little knickknacks. I could do that in a separate video and show you a couple like really cute little things I got for her, just to make it so she doesn't feel left out. Like, I hate feeling left out, so I always make sure I include people. And it's one thing if they were like just boyfriend and girlfriend for 6 months to a year, but she's been in our family for quite some time, over 5 years definitely. So I wanted to try and make sure I made sure that was special. The nieces and nephews are just, I've already brought them to my mom's house. I made I had some Christmas cards or holiday cards or whatever, and just wrote something really cute on there, just something easy. I hope you enjoy it, get what you want. So I put $10 in for each one of the kids, but realized that one of them is has a birthday, so $10 is for her for Hanukkah, and then $10 is for her birthday. So I thought that was fair. Um, and then so what else do I do for self-care? So learning how to do proper hygiene and hygiene very often. I don't know if it's I can't, like, if you ask me, like, okay, why do you have a hard time doing that? I think I've always just had a hard time doing that. It feels like a chore, and it's trying to figure out how to make taking a shower more enjoyable or more of a routine. I do really well when I have a routine, to the best of my ability, so I don't have to be reminded to do things. So I try to the best of my ability to try and do it. And I've been really doing really good with showering a lot more frequently than I have been in the past. So again, a lot of it is self-care. When you care about yourself or want to try and care for yourself so you can care for other people, it makes it important for you to, because I'm the type of person who, I don't care about myself, I care about other people, and I could care less. Like, if I would give you my last meal or my last dollar or even my last penny, and I wouldn't have anything. And I need to learn how to work on that, making it where I can take care of myself at the same time as being able to care for others. So it's a really big learning experience, and it's something that you have to work on yourself. No one's going to be able to teach you how to do these things. I can just tell you from my experience of how I've had to learn how to do self-care. Another thing about self-care is, believe it or not, is in the mind. So being able to mentally get yourself, so, for example, I am bipolar, all right? And I'm ADHD. That's why I rock back and forth, blah, 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 blah. I'll try not to and make you guys sick. So I really try to focus on how I am mentally. So, like, if I'm feeling a certain way, am I feeling this because I'm stressed? Am I feeling this way and it's not realistic? Is this bipolar doing this to me? Or is it just your body? Because believe it or not, even though you're bipolar, everybody has feelings. And people need to learn how to respect how you feel and figure out how to resolve the feeling. And talking about it really helps, believe it or not. Talk about it with your friends, talk about it with your family, talk about it with a counselor. So I do have a counselor that I do see on a regular basis. I try to see him like once a month, and I've been doing the virtual things because of COVID, and it's actually been easier financially for me to just do it over the phone. And he's a pretty good guy, but he's not going to be able to figure out everything for you. You know what I mean? So the eating disorder, he's not really going to be able to say, okay, this is what you need to do for that. You really have to work through these things. And I notice I go through phases with the eating disorder. I'll start eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. And then I do check my weight on a very frequent basis. So this is, I would say, part of being, having an eating disorder, is that you're always checking your weight. I do not use like laxatives or anything like that. The only time I use those is when I have a hard time going. Like, you use it for what it's intended for. A lot of times people that have eating disorders, they will use laxatives and different stuff like that to make them go so they lose weight. There's different types of eating disorders. I am not a binge eater. I am not somebody who likes to put my finger down my throat and puke. It's not my thing. But I am afraid of food. But I've always been afraid of food because food literally makes me physically ill as well. So, I try to do my best and pay attention to it and talk about it with people that I'm really having a hard time. I'm really afraid to eat. I'm afraid to get fat. So right now, I really wanted to lose some weight for Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And, So I'm really trying to focus on that. So then I feel guilty, going out to eat, having a pizza or having Chinese food. I feel guilty eating it. But I need to learn that it's okay to go out every once in a while and eat. It was like, and my basic things is Chinese food, pizza, and burgers. Or if you go to an Italian restaurant, it's going to be, usually I like shrimp, like fettuccine Alfredo with either shrimp or chicken or, or by itself. It don't matter to me. But, that's the basic things that I eat. So anyways, going back to self-care. So in the mind, it's really important. So like, I think it was in the last week, I was having a really bad mental day. Like I was feeling, like you can feel when you are manic. You can feel it. And I just felt crazy. And I kind of just had to like talk it out. I had my friend with me who's really been a really good help this year. And I talk about it with him. And I'm like, listen, man, I feel crazy and I don't know why. And, and I was thinking like, maybe what I have always tried to do was teach myself not to have stress in my life. So my thing is when you have a problem, you have to find out the solution to the problem. So, I don't let things stress me out. I need to solve the problem. So I do it that way so it doesn't cause stress to me. What I need to learn how to do, though, is be able to say, hey, you know what? This stuff does stress me out, and it's okay to be stressed out. Like, to have something stress you out. It's okay so you can get to the next level. Because if you never let anything stress you out, you're never going to succeed and go anywhere. Things are not supposed to be easy. So I need to re-teach myself, and that's what I've been doing, and especially in the last couple of weeks, is like say, hey, I understand that, this, that, and the other thing is going on. I can't let it stress me out. So, in the mind, it's very important to manage. So when you find yourself, you have to be aware of, I feel stressed out. Why do I feel stressed out? What's the problems that are making me stressed out? And what is the solution to the problem? In fact, there are some times where there aren't solutions to the problem. But being able to talk to somebody about it and make it easier for you to work together and to make it easier so you're not so stressed out, and being able to deal with it. If you are not sober, you can't handle stress. And it makes it a lot worse. So I am so happy I am sober. I've been sober for a long time now. I do smoke weed kind of regularly, but it's not really something I care to do every single day. I feel like your body can get dependent to it, and I don't like that idea. But at the same token, it helps me, eat when I am afraid to eat. And it also helps relax me at nighttime because I am so ADHD that I could just keep going and going and going and going. And if I keep doing that, then I'm going to get manic and go crazy, end up in a hospital, and start all over. And I'm actually succeeding quite successfully. So, self-care is also, so like I took a shower, I'm putting minoxidil in my hair, I'm putting lotion on my face, even on my eyelids. You got to do the eyelids. I bought some lip balm. That stuff. I don't know what it's called. Chapstick. So I've been putting chapstick on at night before bed. I know this is the time of year. I've been putting lotion on my hands. So really being self-conscious of what's going on. Making sure that I exercise every day. The last couple days I wasn't able to, but I will explain that. I think we're just going to do this in 2 parts. So stay tuned for part 2. And I'll explain what's been going on and finish up with what's going on here. But I don't want to leave this too long for you. So if you gotta use the bathroom or go outside to get some fresh air or have go get a snack and then watch part 2. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. If you like this video, don't forget to like down below. And I will see you guys back here the next time. Don't forget to check out part 2.